Good morning, everybody. I am back again with another video, and I'm your host, the Supreme Litigant. I'd like to welcome all of y'all back to Smart Lope TV. Before I begin with the topic of the video, y'all already know the routine. Please, please, please hit that like button and hit that subscription button if you haven't already. I'll give y'all a second to do that. All right, and let me just jump right on into this. Today, I'm going to be talking about a city charter. And I'm going to see if I can find a county charter next. But I was doing some research and I was just trying to see if I can find any type of PDF file document online of a charter because I wanted to see how a charter looks for a city. Just to let y'all know, a charter is a constitution. It doesn't have to be called constitution in order for it to be a constitution. Um, Banks have charters. Banks are corporations. A charter is basically the constitution of a corporation. All right. A county is a corporation. Just to let y'all know, a county has a charter. See this? They have a charter. This charter has been granted to them by the legislature. This charter is the sole exclusive purpose, in my opinion, for the existence of a city or town that has been incorporated, a county that has been incorporated. This is the sole. This is how they became to be, uh, um, in the sense that it has been incorporated into a corporate entity. And I found one, y'all. I was doing some research and I found one. So here is one. I want to show y'all this how it looks. I'm gonna read over some of it. I'm not gonna read over all of it because it's just too long. Um, the city of Mobile is a city in Alabama. I do litigation there from time to time. When I am in Alabama, that's where I litigate cases at. So let's scroll down here. I'm going to read some important parts of it. I'm going to stop right here. This is where I'm going to start at. To amend an act entitled an act to incorporate the Port of Mobile and to provide for the government thereof. Approved February the 11th, 1879. So what they're doing, this is an act to amend a previous act and to incorporate a government for a particular territory of the so-called legislature. That's what they're doing. Section 1, be it enacted by the General Assembly of Alabama that an act entitled an act to incorporate the Port of Mobile and to provide for the government thereof, approved February the 11th, 1879, be amended so as to read as follows. Section 1, be it enacted by the General Assembly of Alabama that the inhabitants, notice they don't call them citizens. I think inhabitants is the correct term. They don't call them citizens or persons. I think inhabitants would be the correct term. In the sense that it is synonymous with, or it can be interpreted to be synonymous with sovereign or people, is what I'm trying to say. That the inhabitants residing within the following named boundaries, to wit, I'm not going to read all of this, but I'm going to read some of it just to give you an idea of what they're doing here. Commencing at a point in the western margin of Mobile Bay, where the same is intersected by the western line of Lawrence Street, thence running northwardly along the western side of said street to the south side of Virginia Street. I know where all of these streets are, just to let y'all know, because like I said, I do a lot of litigation down. I know where all of these streets are. Thence westwardly along this along said south side of Virginia Street to a point where the same would intersect with the western side of Catherine Street. I'm gonna stop right there, but I'm just trying to give you a general understanding of what they are doing. All right, let me scroll down. And where is it? It should stop about right here. Are hereby incorporated and made a body, and hereby incorporated and made a body politic and corporate under the name and style of city of Mobile, which shall be managed and governed as hereinafter provided. It may sue and be sued, buy and contract and do its acts under that name, and may have and use a corporate seal. Do y'all see that? Make it a little bigger for y'all to see. All right. I'm gonna pause the video for right now, just till I find the other information that I want to show y'all in this video. Okay, y'all, here's another section in here. We're at section 9 right now, where they're talking about the appointment of the police chief in the charter for the city of Mobile. Section 9, be it further enacted that the mayor shall appoint a chief of police subject to the confirmation by the board of aldermen and such number of policemen to guard and protect the city. Notice this is just in a cap. I mean, it's in a lowercase c. So this is the fiction. It has to be the fiction. To protect the city as may be designated by the general council, and the chief and policemen so appointed shall be subject to his control in the discharge of their duties, and may at any time be suspended or removed by him for incompetency, misconduct, or neglect of duty, and may also be removed from office by a 2/3 vote of the general council. I'm going to stop right there. I left something out at the top, so I'm going to go back up because I want y'all to see that. So I'm going to pause the video again. All right, y'all, I had to scroll up a little bit. So I want y'all to pay attention to something, okay? Because this is the charter that I just mentioned to y'all, right? This is section 3 of the charter, and it says legislative. Now I want y'all to pay attention because I told y'all that cities and counties are administrative agencies. That is, they are administrative agencies. All right. Section 3, be it further enacted that the legislative department of said city shall be vested in a mayor and board of aldermen and board of councilmen. The mayor and board of aldermen and board of councilmen meeting and acting together shall be styled the mayor and general council. Okay. So this is the legislature depositing or investing quasi-legislative authority into an administrative agency, y'all. That is exactly what this charter is doing. I told y'all that's what they're doing. This is why y'all need to go and read and figure this stuff out for you. You have to read this stuff. Can't nobody just make you believe this stuff. I wouldn't believe everything somebody tells me unless they're actually showing me, and I've done the research, to substantiate that what they're saying is true. That's just me personally. There was something else in here I wanted to show y'all. Give me a second, y'all. I'm gonna pause the video again. All right, I'm back again, y'all. So right now I'm at section 23. So I want y'all to just hear me out. This is my theory behind this. In this charter, they've been vested with the privilege or granted the privilege of a police force. Okay, now we've already established in this video that this is an administrative agency. It is a it is a corporation. Okay, so how can any of these ordinances lawfully apply to you if these are corporate ordinances? Is this making sense for y'all? This is a corporation, y'all. The city of Mobile is a corporation. The police officers who work for this corporation are agents of this corporation or employees of this corporation. Okay, so these so-called ordinances, or so to speak, that are adopted by this administrative agency called the City of Mobile, would only apply to its employees. You are not, you don't have any dealings with this administration whatsoever. And if they are alleging that you do, or they're going to assume that you do, then you need to ask for proof of their claim when they haul you into these administrative courts. The city of Mobile has a municipal court. So there seems to be some type of presumption that these ordinances and statutes apply to you. That's what it seems like to me. Let me go ahead and read this. Section 23. Be it further enacted that the duties of said police force. Oh no, they're talking about it right here. The duties of said mayor and general counsel shall be what is that? Especially extended, except as otherwise provided, by a police force, which shall be under the direction and control of the mayor, and it shall be composed of such number of officers and men as said general counsel may deem necessary for the proper execution of the powers vested in said general counsel. I told y'all that's what the legislature is doing. They are investing quasi-legislative and quasi-judicial authority into administrative agencies. I told y'all that's what they're doing. In case of emergencies or threatened riot, special policemen may be appointed, but not for a longer period than 3 days at a time. See? Y'all see this, man? I'm going to pause this again because I'm finding out a lot of stuff in here in this charter. And I'm going to decipher everything that I think is relevant for y'all to know. I'm going to comment on it and I'm going to read it to y'all. All right, section 25, y'all. I'm not going to start up here. I'm going to start right here where it says bonds of officers. And I'm going to scroll down. The chief officer of the police force and all employees of said general counsel who may be authorized to collect fines, penalties, taxes, or licenses, dues, or to collect or receive any money shall, before entering on the duties of his office or place, give a bond with good and sufficient securities in such sum as may be determined by said general counsel, and to be approved by the general counsel and conditioned for the honest and faithful discharge of the duties of such office or place, and said bond must be filed with said clerk. So whoever, it seems like some of these bonds are filed with the clerk. Now this is an old charter, so they may have changed this stuff, y'all. So don't quote me on it, but this is a real charter. It's a real old charter. I'm gonna pause. I'll be right back. Y'all, I made it down to section 41. Just been doing a little reading. I found something very interesting. Section 41. Now, if you watch, a lot of Yusuf L videos, I've heard him mention 2 to 3 times that a warrant is a check. And after reading this section here, I'm convinced that he's right. So just pay attention to this. Section 41, be it further enacted that all money collected for taxes, licenses, fines, penalties, and forfeitures under this act shall be paid as collected to the credit of said general counsel into such bank or banks as may be designated by it as depositories, and shall be drawn out only in such sums at such times as the same shall be actually required, and only for the expenditures authorized by law, which means statute, and only upon warrants signed by the mayor and countersigned by the city clerk, and issued in payment of claims that may have been audited and ordered to payment by said general counsel. All said warrants shall be issued from a bound book containing a stub or marginal corresponding to each one, which shall contain a receipt for said warrant by the party to whom issued, and shall be kept by the city clerk, subject at all times to the inspection of said general counsel. The warrant and corresponding stub or margin shall show by an entry made at the time a warrant is issued, the date, and the amount of the warrant, for what purpose, on what account, by what authority, and to whom the warrant was issued. Now, this is a very old charter, y'all. This is very old, but they knew this stuff way back then. Any person issuing a warrant for an account or in the name of said general counsel without complying with the provisions of this act shall be guilty of a misdemeanor. I'm going to stop right there. Okay, y'all, and this right here, this is the end of the act. This is the end of it. So I'm gonna scroll down, just let y'all see it. Y'all know that this thing was notarized. Y'all know that? Office of the Secretary of State. It was notarized. All right. Now it gets down to, where is it? Let me pause the video one more time. All right, this is the same document, y'all. I just wanted to show y'all. Let me go back up just to show y'all. This is the same document. I don't want to confuse nobody. Here we go, right here. It's the same document, y'all. So right now I'm gonna skip a few pages. We're gonna go down. Where was I? Right here. Ordinances, Chapter 1. Be it ordained by the mayor and general council of the city of Mobile that the corporate seal of the former city of Mobile be, and the same is hereby adopted as the seal of the present corporation of the city of Mobile. It's a corporation, y'all. This will be, I found some other interesting stuff in here. I need to see if I can find it. So I'm going to keep pausing the video from time to time because I don't want to waste anybody's time. So give me a second.